Hello, everybody. This is Dave Robinson, the father of geologist Dan Cornelius Robinson. Just want to tell you thank you, first of all, for coming in, joining me in this live. Come this evening, this day, to talk about the upcoming efforts that I have to find my son, to get justice for Daniel. You guys know that I've been fighting for over a year. It's going on 2 years, almost 2 years since Daniel went missing. And, at this point, I haven't had the effects that I really needed from the Buckeye Police Department, for instance, and I want to try to move forward on to some other things. As you guys know, I'm just doing this live, like I said again, just to talk about those two things. One thing I want to start off first is immediately to tell you everybody, thank you, like Aaron Chase, thank you so much for being here. Tub 883, thank you so much for coming in from England, and as well as Tracy. Thank you guys for showing up on this live. I know this was one of those lives that just popped up. You guys, I will be doing lives every day. I'll try to do multiple lives every day to talk about the same thing here, this effort to bring more awareness to Dane's case, as well as, like I said, to fight for his justice and to get things rolling. Because you guys know that without justice, there is no peace, you guys, and we're demanding action. Those, when I say we, is all those people like yourself who has been fighting with me from day one, trying to get actions and demand these actions into Daniel's case. We started getting some movement in law enforcement. It's because of you guys. I was able to convince one of the law enforcement to do some forensics on Daniel's electronics, as well as doing some extra searches that has been going on. But you know what? That's not the end of it. You guys know that there's a lot of information was given out to law enforcement from myself and also my investigator. Things like everything that you guys know about Dane's vehicle, from the red transfer to the red transfer paint to the additional miles to the 46 initial cycles to the time of day. All that stuff came from myself and my investigator. None of that came from law enforcement. So anything that you know about these vehicles or information that was given to this date, for instance, was by myself and my investigator, as well as the human remains that was found out there in the scene in the searches that I have done for over 48 weeks of searches, over 35,000 acres of land covered. Helped by the help of you guys, is a grassroots search, grassroots efforts, and I would not have been able to do it without you. So, guys, I'm telling you guys, it's a lot of those efforts have been done by myself, my investigator, and you guys. You guys have been out there also doing some things, trying to help and push Dane's case along, also keeping Dane's case alive. As you guys know, one of my biggest things is, from what I'm doing right now, is to make sure that Dane's case do not become a cold case, because it's far from a cold case. We have so much information that we need law enforcement to act upon. No justice, no peace means that there can be no justice without no peace without justice. My son Daniel has been missing, like I said, for nearly 2 years. It's time for justice in his case. I'm going to go through this really quick, you guys, because I'll make sure this is a really quick live stream. My experience from searching for Daniel, for my son, I have put on the investigator's hat. I've been putting on my search hat. You guys have been out there in that desert right there, all like I said, for 48 weeks, covering 35,000 acres of lands. I have been an advocate not only for my son but for others started Daniel Robinson Foundation, as well as many other events that I held and been a part of to try to bring awareness for other families, and even had families here on this Q&A on this YouTube channel on the Q&A. I feel that law enforcement has failed Daniel and my family, and it's time to look for fresh eyes into my son's case. The effects of injustice creates anger, frustration, and a sense of powerlessness. And it can lead to social unrest, protests. Let's work together for justice, you guys. Because one thing I say, like I said, I cannot do this without you guys. You guys have been helping from day one, and I still need you to continue to help because law enforcement was slow to act initially. Daniel remained missing. I said it before, you guys. I already know if the Buckeye Police Department did not decide to assume that Daniel wanted to go missing because he just wanted to go missing, they would have went out there and did that search that night. When I asked for a search out there in that desert, they would have did that and found some information, or even if they would have kept their promise for the next day to send a helicopter out there to search for Daniel. They would have acted immediately when I put in a missing person report. I wouldn't have had to wait for 3 hours before I can report my son missing. After we did all the due diligence that we did as a family to make sure we're sure that Daniel is missing. Because law enforcement refuses to take the physical evidence of foul play I gave them, Daniel's justice has been hampered. You guys know I have recordings and things like that from the Buckeye Police Department before I had the meeting. That was right the day after the vehicle showed up in that scene out there, in that crash scene, that crime scene, I like to call it. The Buckeye Police Department Detective Biffin explained why he did not see a need to do any forensics work on that scene. And that's the reason why it wasn't done, you guys. It wasn't done on that scene. Like I said, they refused to take the information that we have gave to them. Everything you guys read about, again, about my son's case when it comes to the 11 additional miles, to the 46 initial cycle, the time of date around 1 o'clock, to the, you name it, all that information, even the information we have now from that I had the Tempe Police Department do the forensics on the electronic. All that's because of my efforts, you guys. It wasn't because of law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? When I say it wasn't because of law enforcement, it was because of Buckeye. Of course, like I said, all the evidence that we gave them suggests foul play. With the damage on the vehicle that matched terrain, red transfer paint, the 2 impressions on the windshield, so on and so on. I can go on and on. We gave those things to the Buckeye Police Department, but instead of them embracing it, you guys already know they took themselves upon themselves to hire their own private investigator who have never seen Dane's vehicle, never touched it, or been anywhere near it to examine it, and made a full report just to rebut, in my opinion, rebut the findings that we gave them. Physical evidence that says foul play, and they, to this date, have refused to remove Dane's case from being just a missing person to looking into foul play. Again, you guys, I have a solution to this problem. I'm demanding that the Buckeye Police Department release my son's case to an outside agency that will bring results. And those things I was looking into, you guys, is the FBI. I've been trying to fight for that as well as the Maricopa County, talking to Sheriff Penzone, who's been unwilling to take on to Dane's case because he said to me that he didn't want to be the big sheriff, which he can, to come in and appear because he's elected official, you guys. That appear that he is coming on as the big sheriff to take over Dan's case, which he can. Like I say, he had the jurisdictional power to do so. After so many talks with Sheriff Penzone, his reluctance is more now towards if Buckeye released the case to him, then he can do it, but he's not going to be coming in like that. So, I have to push some actions in, you guys. Buckeye Police Department damaged Daniel's case so severely. They broke the chain of custodies to waited and all the stuff that happened in between. You guys already know. It's time to get fresh eyes on my son's case. It's time to move Dane's case on to another jurisdiction. We have the facility to do the forensics on everything. I'm still holding the vehicle. They have yet to get the forensics done on the airbags, to the seats, to you name it, to the red transfer paint on the vehicle, as well as the clothing found on the scene. They even say it's Dane's clothes. Me and my family don't recognize it. It's a lot of work need to be done forensically, you guys, and Maricopa County has those facilities to do it. If something happened, where do who go test those things? If Buckeye had to send them to Maricopa County to get done. When we had found human remains, Buckeye had to send it to Maricopa County to get those remains checked to see if they're human or not, and things like that. So Again, my son's case been hampered by the Buckeye Police Department. It's time to move it on. Since my son went missing, the Buckeye Police Department has not found anything that to bring us closer to finding answers. Not one thing. Like I said again, you guys, I hate to repeat myself, but everything that you hear from the Buckeye Police Department came either from me or my investigator. They have never done anything independently to find any information that would lead to some answers. Anything they can follow on to continue on to find efforts. They found a lot of things where they say they would not be able to do it. For instance, they found reasons to not do cell phone pings. They did reason not to find information on the Uconnect, not to find pictures on videos of things like that at traffic lights to show that he was driving to work, my son. They did not do anything. They did not have any available cell phone pings, traffic cameras footage, nor do they have the location that the Uconnect in Daniel's Jeep provides. So you guys, what I'm saying, everything was conveniently for the Buckeye Police Department not to have anything, because if we lead it up to them, just like they gave me my investigator those everything, they gave him the black box data that they didn't read properly. They gave me the full. They gave me a partial report and a full report, and specifically told me this is it. This is the final report, and also told my investigator they wasn't investigating. And this is the reason why, because their whole thing, in my opinion, is they're bent on ending my son's case. Everything that can help to find Daniel conveniently was blocked by the Buckeye Police Department. Like I said, you guys, until I got my private investigator and we found these evidence of foul play. Again, they blocked it by hiring their own investigator to rebut everything that my investigator found. Now they are blocking the, other agencies that may be able to help. The Maricopa County put in a request for the FBI. They blocked me from being a part of that case briefing and did it privately. Whatever they said to the to the FBI, the Buckeye Police Department came back to me and reported without me being there. Like I said, they did it underhandedly and reported back that the FBI said verbatim that you, Mr. Roberts, are doing such a great job on your own. We don't have to come in. I don't believe that the FBI would say something like that, but that was the report I got back from the Buckeye Police Department. We will fight to change this outcome, you guys. And like I said, I have been taking a little mental time to myself. I have to get my daughter. I have a young daughter I have to take care of. I have a lot of things I have to take care of personally, my family, and I also at the same time have to take care of personally my son who's missing. So those things are, like I'm saying, you guys have to keep fighting, have to keep fighting. It's a mental thing, it's a physical thing. But you know what? When I have you guys having my back, it helps me out 100%. I really appreciate you guys, your efforts. So I really need you on this one. When we get to it, I'm going to talk about that shortly, how you guys can help. And I really need you guys to really, really help if you can, and really encourage others to help. I mean, it's you can get your children to be involved, anybody to be involved in certain areas, to be able to write these letters, to print these letters, or to put stamps on envelopes, whatever the case may be. Everybody can help. You can get the church to do it, your school, whatever, to get these envelopes with stamps. All right, we can do this. We can do this, you guys. We will peacefully protest in two forms. I created a mail-in protest, you guys. Some people ask me how that's going to help. It's going to help tremendously. I'll explain in a minute. To get targeted departments' attention and action. And so that's what the thing is, you guys, with the attention and action that I'm really pushing forward, is to overcrowd them with these letters. And that's the whole full intent, you guys, to get this attention. So some people say, hey, what's the letter, the content of the letter that you guys may be sending, and say, what's this worth? Things like that. Some people have different opinions. But if we're sending those letters in that short, small window that I will be talking about, we will get some attention. That's what we're looking for. We look for that attention, because that's going to be followed by some other things I will be doing. I will be also discussing that with you guys as well, to the public, how the public can help. But there's some background things that I will be doing that we're not sharing with the public right now, that I will be doing that will go along with this mail-in protest, you guys. We're going to have a physical protest that will be coming in as well, targeted at the Buckeye Police Department, the city managers and the mayor, and you name it, you guys. We're going to do a really good action towards that right there, to get the action that I need. I need my son's case out of the Buckeye Police Department, and I need to put it in proper hands. All right. I need you to join us and invite your family, friends. This is a grassroots effort. there's power in the people. You guys, there's power in the number, and I need your numbers. I need you guys. Thank you so much for those who already participated in some of the other things as well. Thank you for allowing me to share my efforts to get justice for Daniel with you today. Just thank you so much, you guys. Let's continue to work towards a solution that will create resources and actions. You guys, I'm going to continue. And what I'm going to show you right here is this letter, for instance. This is one of the letters that you guys will be sending. Only thing you will be doing is, like I said, you can sign it at the bottom. And, you necessarily don't have to put your name at the top or anything like that. But you can if you want to. Some people may want to try to retype it or whatever the case may be. But all thing you do is really sign it and get these in the envelope. Because like I said, you guys, it just numbers. I just need those numbers. This is a FOIA request, you guys. And if they get those information to you, that's great. It's Maricopa County, one for the Maricopa County, one for the Buckeye Police Department, and also one is for Tempe Police Department. And you guys, if you guys can get those in the mail, like I said, and we're going to have that small windows between the 10th, and I think I have 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 10th, and the 13th, I believe, you guys. I'll make sure it's on the website, and I'm going to talk about that shortly. I'm going to show you the website, how you guys can get this PDF. But definitely, there's going to be a small window that we really want this letter sent off in that small window. And the reason why I did it the way I'm doing it, because I look at it from, like, if you're on the East Coast, it takes about 3 days to get to Arizona. If you're in Arizona, of course, you can know it's going to be coming in the next day. So depends on where you're at. I'm just trying to make sure these letters are all coming in around the same time, you guys. That's the whole key. Saying we don't need the letters just coming in, any kind of way. Just make sure they all together and really overwhelming and making a statement. And that's what I will need you guys help on. Also, you guys, we have I have this letter that's going to be coming on the PDF you got on the website. This letter is directly to Chief Hall. This is probably one of the most important parts. And this is the request of my son's case being moved over to the FBI or Maricopa County, preferably. So you guys can read this letter and sign it. Like I said again, send it in to the Buckeye Police Department. Chief Hall is directed to him, definitely. And I wanted to be like him, open up for Chris Bray. He got thousands of these mails coming here for this. This is an effort saying, hey, look, we need Daniel's case moved over into a different jurisdiction, to the jurisdiction of Maricopa County. Maricopa County, explain that to you guys. Maricopa County supersedes Buckeye, right? Buckeye's in Maricopa County. My son went missing in Maricopa County, and he also went missing in Buckeye, Arizona. But ultimately, the Maricopa County that jurisdiction supersedes everybody, right? That's Buckeye, Goodyear, some of these other cities, Surprise, all the way to Phoenix, even Phoenix, Tempe as well, is all under the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office, right? So that's the reason why I want to make sure that we go ahead and get this part of it, guys. Make sure we get those things done. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining in with me on this. And also, I wanted to share one other thing, and that is to talk about how you guys can get the PDF. You go to pleasehelpfinddaniel.com, and on the website here, you see if you guys can play along with me on the front page here. You have, of course, everything else you guys seen before. We got the Justice for Daniel. Please download the PDF for your mail-in protest. Only thing you guys have to do is click this button here. That is the PDF, and it would take you to the PDF. Like I said, what I just showed you guys, it would take you to. I've been strolling on it already, so that's the reason why it came down. But you're coming here at the top here, you guys. All you have to do is go and download, print it out. Print it out here. Your button here to print it out. You'll get all of these sheets. You get all of them, right? So when you get those sheets, you guys, like I said, the addresses, everything is located at the top. Larry Hall, Chief of Police, the Buckeye Police Department, and this is the address right here that you'll be mailing it off to, for instance, for the letter, as well as for the other departments. Same thing. This is directly to the Police Department of Tempe. That's the records department, because this is like for the FOIA. They're gonna hit their records department. You guys, also for the Buckeye Police Department Records Division, and there's also the Maricopa County Public Records Request, right? So that's where you get all the information. Again, you guys, all you do is go on the front page of pleasehelpfinddaniel.com, and all you have to do is scroll down just a tad, and you definitely will get this PDF. This is some of the instructions as well. Download and print the PDF, as many as you want to mail, you guys. Like I said, if you want the church to get involved, whoever get involved, That would help out a whole lot. Sign your documents. Mail it to the address at the top of each document. Mail-in window is April 10th through April the 13th. You guys, please, if you guys can, try to get it in within those that window and get them out to your post office to have them mail out. Encourage friends and families to do the same and share on social media. You guys share social media because that's always a bit powerhouse where you can get a lot of people to get involved and get become part of this effort and this movement. So thank you so much, you guys. Again, I'm David Robinson. I really appreciate your time. You sharing your time with me to coming into this live, and all those who's in the chats right there. Thank you so much for coming in. I see you guys. Really some of the familiar names. Thank you so much, and I thank God for you and for everything you're doing. I'll try to see if I can see some here. Terry Coombs as well as thank you guys. I'm just going to show your names and thank you so much for your comments as well. But since you came in, I just want to show your names real quick and your comments, and I can go back and read those. So I thank you. Yes, I did speak to Mr. Maupin before, and I guess I'll tell you about that later. But thank you so much, you guys. I really appreciate it. Again, Tammy as well. Kira, thank you so much. And also thank you. Let me see, Terry Coombs again. Thank you, Kira again. And I really thank you guys. Esan, Lisa, thank you so much. Dina, thank you so much as well. And Shannon, thank you so much as well. I really appreciate you guys being a part of this. Again, I'm Dave Robinson, the father of geologist Daniel Cornelius Robinson. Thank you so much, you guys. I appreciate your time. God bless you. I'll see you on Wednesdays. Every Wednesday, you guys on the Q&A. See you then. God bless you.